episode 29 of the Wheels Blues podcast.
29. How's it going?
Sorry, Glorious Leader. Did you want to do the intro?
No, fuck, his
too late.
intros
It's too-
suck.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Wheels Blues podcast episode.
We can't have any edits. Somebody's got to fuck off here right away.
It would have been better if he fucked off before the pod.
Probably,
Wow.
but, you know.
Oh, no.
Can I get an amen? Shit.
I actually forgot about that soundbite.
I didn't.
You've been dreaming
You
about
were
using
right
that
to
one.
not.
Well, I'm at Eric _83 coming at you. _age. Hard.
Wow.
And I'm at Skweeed, SKW, and it's time being
It's
here.
time.
It's a time.
And I'm at Tin Can Blues. It is fucking time. Let's go.
A time.
And
It's a time.
I'd always add Money Wheels.
Glorious fucking leader. You should change your Twitter handle.
Yeah, you should change your
At
fucking
glorious
title for him.
underscore leader.
Yeah, just
Well, actually,
one underscore.
No, do 3 just to best
I don't
Daniels.
know.
Okay,
I
and that's-
gotta
and
do
that's-
more.
No,
And then
and
it's
that's
gonna
what-
be
that's
an
when
endless-
we branch off
I
and
don't
do a
want that-
better fucking show.
It's going to be an endless thing, you know?
Teach you how to cook your children and
Branch
whatever.
off,
We'll go for
do a
it.
better show.
What the fuck do you call it? The
Yeah.
fucking Skweeed Daniels podcast?
No.
Is fucking
We'd
clever.
call it the You Like the Wheels Blues podcast. You'll love this podcast.
That's too long of a name.
It's
Yeah.
not too long.
No,
too long.
nobody has
It's not
time
too
for
long.
that. No one has time for that.
Hey, you
Fucking,
know what?
plus
You
that
know
name
what?
sucks.
The A1 plumbers. You know, like that. You're at the top of the list no matter what. You open up the yellow pages. You know, as long as we just start with A1, this podcast is better than the Wheels Blues podcast.
I don't think that's how they chart things.
I don't think you understand anything.
I'm pretty sure when they chart podcasts, it's not alphabetical.
They're just like a big chart. You know, like construction
Like what-
paper and
Okay, so
Sharpies.
I don't just want to know how often you open a podcast and go, I'm going to open up the alphabetical list of podcasts and pick the first one.
Every time I look for a new podcast.
That's
Yeah, he's not a trending guy.
Okay, so what are you on now? Like AH?
I
or-
recently, the last podcast I got, I was looking through D's, and I got
You would be looking through
a podcast
D's.
about gins.
You would.
Like genies?
Yes,
Cool. I want more information about that.
I was gonna send you a link earlier.
Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. You should still do that though at some point.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So
Well, that killed it quick, and that's why you should tune in next week to the Better Than the Wheels Blues podcast featuring Eric Daniels and myself.
That's a shitty name. Come
You're
up
a
with something
shitty
better.
person, so I don't even care.
I don't know, like the Mighty Skweeed podcast.
No, because that's
featuring
just fucking. I'm not
Daniels.
gonna ride
Or-
coattails. of you.
yeah,
Wait,
you-
wait.
you always wanna ride
How,
coattails.
how many E's are in your handle? 3?
Yes.
So it'd be like 2 underscores and 3 E's.
Triple E double underscore
No,
hour.
just go E_E_E.
Plus, I think that if we did a show, I think we could hammer out like a really good like 10-minute podcast.
Yeah. Well,
And it would be like,
probably,
the dude from MythBusters used to do a podcast. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, Adam Savage. And I was like, oh great, like this would be really great to hear. And I saw like 10 minutes. I was like, I don't want to.
fuck?
What?
man, it's perfect for those like
He's a
you know,
really
you got to
good-
shit.
he's a
you
really
got a
good show.
podcast
Yeah,
to listen
yeah.
to while you shit.
Homeboy got a shit.
Sounds
in.
like malarkey to me.
It just sounds like you're scared.
10-minute
Pissing in
podcast.
your britches is what you're
a
doing.
10-minute podcast.
Yeah, we record 6 episodes in a sitting.
We fucking here been recording for
getting
10 minutes
wrecked to
right
play
now.
Yeah, but then if we do like that, then that means I don't have an excuse to get out of the house on Friday night.
Yeah, you do. You just come over and play video games and say you're recording.
Luckily.
I wasn't talking to Eric, Katie, so don't you worry.
Yeah. Talking to this
Different
other
Eric.
Different
Eric with a K.
That's right.
Yeah, he
And only
has
one
Yeah, I
underscore.
was gonna say, only one underscore.
Yeah, he's a fucking part-timer.
He's a loser. Fuck that guy.
It's a rivalry.
So what have
Yeah,
you guys
it
been
is.
up to this week?
I think it's like a rivalry, like maybe like Cobra Kai has with
Oh God, here we go.
the Miyagi-Do dojo in Cobra
Yeah.
Kai.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched that show? Anybody?
I have not watched that
I
show
have not.
because I'm not a big
You know, like the,
Show watcher?
you know, like a
no, I'm a
Karate
big
Kid.
show
or-
watcher. I'm not really big on the Karate Kid, but I want to feed off of your excitement, and we'll see if it turns out to be a
You see-
Last of Us situation. or if I get
Well, here's the thing. My excitement has dwindled slightly on it.
Because season 2 is just not as good, right?
Season 2 has a lot of teenage drama, which I'm not a fan of.
No, but that is what everybody wants now, didn't you?
I know, it's just super annoying because it starts really, really
Isn't
strong.
teenage drama what all the Karate Kid movies are about?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an 80s.
Yeah, but it was
like,
80s
thing.
teenage drama.
Well,
It was different.
this show is all 80s, all teenage drama, and it's all suspend your belief. It's over the top. Nothing makes sense. It's an 80s. It's an homage to an 80s movie.
Is it following?
So I'll set the scene. So the opening of the first episode is like the last 5 minutes of Karate Kid 1, where Daniel LaRusso kicks Johnny in the face and wins the All Valley Championship.
Dumbest
And then-
karate move ever.
Yeah, with this crane kick, which is
You won, didn't
which
you?
is like illegal in
won?
in karate or whatever.
It's a
so.
stupid move.
You
It's-
won.
So he kicks him in the face. He goes down, and in the movie, he gets up and he gives him the trophy, and he's like, "Congratulations, Daniel. You're all right, LaRusso." But in the show, it just kind of zooms in on him face down on the ground, and then it kind of pans out, and he's like 34 years later, and he's face down on the ground, passed out, drunk with a bunch of Coors cans around him.
This is Ralph Macchio.
No, this is Johnny.
Johnny.
This is
Okay.
Cobra Kai.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
And he's just kind of like his life is shit. He's just like doing odd jobs, and he's broke as fuck.
He was a
and
child star in the 80s. That
Yeah.
never goes anywhere
yeah,
good.
and then the show's got all kinds of good callbacks and everything like that. And he ends up meeting Daniel LaRusso because he sees that LaRusso has these fucking
So the Karate
several.
Kid is the antagonist now?
It starts off that way. So it starts off that way, and it's a really good angle, and it starts off so fucking strong. And Johnny is like taking in kids who are being bullied and turning them into badasses. And Cobra Kai is not bad. It's not evil. It's like turning the nerds, all the guys that love all the nerdy shit, like they're getting picked on by the jocks. He takes all them and trains them how to kick the shit out of
he's
all
seen
the
the
popular
error his
kids
way.
or whatever. And it starts off so strong, and by the second season, I mean, the second season is really good too, but it's just filled with too much bullshit.
So
from the
what?
kids.
Do they have
Isn't it-
kids and like their
Yeah,
kids are
yeah,
fucking?
yeah.
Okay,
They all have
right.
kids, and one of
Yeah.
them's like,
Okay, 'cause I was
Johnny
like,
has a
isn't he a
kid.
grown ass man? Should he not be like worried about Becky dating the fucking high school
Well,
football?
there
coach
is
or whatever.
there is a character in season 2 called Stingray, who's like this fat guy who works at Lowe's Handy Mart or whatever, and but he like sees Johnny and he's like, "Oh, Metallica, sweet shirt, bro. The 80s were awesome, bro." And then they go down this thing, and then the next thing you know, he's at Cobra Kai, and Johnny's like, "Fuck, god damn it!" And then he ends up being this like he shaves this beard, and he's just this huge fucking. Anyway, it's pretty funny. He's a full on adult hanging out with high school kids.
See this? Never mind.
So season 1 is kind of like it has a more like comedic, like a grown up comedic.
Yeah, like it's
Feel to it?
Yeah, definitely, and it's all about like Johnny redemption.
Okay.
Like he's not an asshole, he's not a bully. But as it goes into season 2, you see more of Daniel, starting his dojo again to compete with Cobra Kai, and it's just Cobra Kai versus Miyagi-Do, and the kids on each side hate each other, even though they used to be friends, and it kind of gets really overly dramatic. And yes, there's some surprising faces. Pretty much all the same cast, even the villains, and even.
So would it be better if I went back and watched the first Karate Kid and then watched the show?
You don't really have to, because anytime they want to call back to the movie, they just show a couple of
All right.
clips. It's like a 30-second clip.
I'm trying to remember who was in that movie besides like Ralph Macchio. Kristen Swanson? Who was the girl?
No, it was.
I thought it was Phoebe Cates.
No, it was. Shit, I can't remember. But in her name and the character in the show is Ali something or other. But
Shrew one is already
Yeah, he's fucking-
already. That bus ride is not up to
yeah,
a good
I know
start.
who it is too. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't.
She was like a star though.
Yeah,
like,
she was big 80s star. It's a fun show. It starts off good, like with Johnny training these kids to be tough badasses, like kids with fucked up. Like at one point, he trains one kid, and the kid's like getting picked on all the time, and he's just like, "Flip the fucking script. Quit being a pussy. Flip the script. You can't be feeling sorry for yourself all the time." And then the kid like cries and leaves, and then later on, he just comes back, and he's like this. He's like, and like when he walks in, he's got this fucking mohawk and like all this fucking shit tattoos and stuff, and he's like a fucking 16-year-old. So I don't know how the hell he got.
There always
tattoos,
has to be one kind of miscreant kid.
yeah,
in all these
but he's like
fucking-
this nerd that he's just been picked on his whole life.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I flipped the fucking script, and he walks in, and everyone's like, whoa, fuck.
Kind of like
And then-
reminds me of what's his name? Cal, son of Krypton, or son of El, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was a young boy that got picked on, and then he flipped the script.
Flipped the
like,
script. Fuck yeah.
He was like, "Fuck this, man! I'm breaking necks."
It's cool. And then as it goes on, he's just like,
Well done. Well done.
he's like pretty much the most evil guy now in the show.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
he just goes completely dark, and it's
Shit.
fucking awesome. Abandons all his old nerd friends.
Yeah.
You know, if they start bringing shit up, he's like, "Fuck you!" Like, "Fucking kill you!" And yeah,
Shit.
I don't know. It's a fun show.
Yeah.
Season 2,
Cool.
whatever.
Well, I'm definitely gonna check out the first season.
First season pretty
not
strong.
Into it. It's just not. Did the people in Resident Evil get your
I
angry
didn't-
letters about the TV show?
I didn't think Skweeed would be
How
into
did that
it.
go? How did that go with the
I thought
angry
Wheels would be. I figured you would be. Wheels pretty much likes everything. So.
Yeah.
I don't like everything.
Name one thing you don't like.
Name one thing I don't like.
Yeah.
Your German mustard.
Whoa, come on.
Harsh.
That's not true. Whoa.
That was fucking close.
Who's about to get wet in there?
I thought that was a nice little,
I almost
transition.
just got fired.
Transition.
For your wet ass pussy.
Oh, you stop with that fucking fuck.
Okay, all right. So here we go. So what's worse, WAP or the fucking German mustard?
WAP.
Yeah, really? Wow.
Yeah,
That
that's
song,
just because he
that
never
song,
gets it.
That song.
So you like?
Yeah, that's
He
true.
never gets any WAP, so of course he's gonna like mustard.
Should you
more.
clarify what WAP is?
I think everybody knows, and if
Everybody
they don't, then
knows.
just Google Ben Shapiro WAP.
I think you should clarify for True One because he's probably scratching his head.
So like, what the fuck? I gotta get off this
Actually,
bus
one,
soon.
Just Google Ben Shapiro WAP, and you will not be disappointed. He does an amazing cover
He
of
does
an
do a good
already
cover.
eloquent, poetic, and beautiful song.
Yeah, he does. He does do a good cover. I will say that.
Yes.
I played it for Katie just this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
And she got quite the kick out of it.
I think Shannon hid the speaker on me because I was coming home from work and I was like, you know what? There's going to be Ben Shapiro, followed by the original, followed by Ben Shapiro, followed by the original
Nice.
while I'm in the
Just a
shower.
loop. Yeah, there you go.
And I couldn't find the speaker, so I had to listen to it on my phone. It just didn't have the same effect.
Yeah, no, it does not have the same effect.
I've tried listening to music on my phone in the shower too. It's just not the same. It's just
you
it's too
can,
quiet.
You can kind of balance it in the corner, and it'll like
Sort
echo
of. Yeah.
out, but it sounds all tinny, like before
Yeah.
bass was a thing.
Have you ever had
Yeah.
the battery on the speaker die on you mid-shower?
Oh fuck! It
the
just makes me want
worst.
to throw myself into the toilet.
Little bit of plumbing, savvy for you. They make shower heads that are Bluetooth speakers.
Shut up.
Yeah,
they do.
seriously,
Really?
they do.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
No.
So what happens when it gets all filled with calcium, lime, and rust deposits?
Well,
have
then you
to get a
probably
new
take
one.
that part out, and yeah.
yourself a new
I think
one.
I think the
Take that
speaker's a
part
different
out.
part. So
Can a shower head get filled with lime, calcium, and rust?
of course.
No, I can't reach the shower head. How the fuck would I know that?
To be able to reach? Is the cookie jar filled with cookies? Well, I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking. I can't reach it.
It's definitely a product of the hard water here. The hard water here. is a
Maybe
pretty
you
big
can't
deal.
see
Yeah.
the calcium, lime, and the rust.
You
I
can,
would think that you would just assume that it's there.
Fuck, open your kettle or
your eyes.
or like
I'm already exhausted. It already sounds like a lot of work.
What? Opening your eyes, looking at things,
Yes.
assessing, make an assessment.
I'm not coming out well in this podcast today.
Wow. It's a joke.
All right, you'll
I
get
see-
there.
Said you hate the fucking best mustard on earth, so
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of puts you in a fucking terrible position.
it does.
Are
I mean,
we all,
I'm-
are we all?
I gotta
Are we
s-
all not honestly going to comment about what mustard we all honestly preferred? 'Cause
Well,
is that what we're
But
doing?
honestly,
Shit.
honestly,
No, we're not going to.
I want to.
all
Let's take a vote.
my father listens to this podcast, and he'll be very disappointed in all of you.
See, that's the thing. You're playing the tag card.
But
It was
you
a
gotta-
fine mustard. It was a fine mustard.
If you're
So
gonna
wait,
play
let's-
the
let's-
dad
let's-
card though, you got to play it like a villain. Like,
So-
play it up. Have
So
fun
Wheels
with it.
Wheels Glorious Leader was
Wahaha.
insulting my favorite mustard on earth, calling it just Dijon.
Well,
like
no,
fuck,
it's
come
not
on.
Dijon mustard.
It's
first
not,
and foremost.
first of all.
It's like standard table mustard.
It's medium hot
It's-
German mustard, straight from fucking
Medium
Germany.
hot is like medium rare. It's just bullshit.
What?
And I figure with the amount of sausage that they consume, that they would know
Bratwurst,
Mustard.
yeah.
good mustard.
They
do,
do
they
know.
do.
Yeah.
They
That-
do.
If that is their French's standard, you know, or
Fuck
your,
yeah,
our
son. Yeah,
compliments
yeah.
standard mustard, then it's the best standard mustard I've had.
So we did try the mustard I brought straight from Germany, and the mustard that Wheels' dad actually fucking made with his own fucking
In
two
Canada,
hands.
into a jar from France, though.
Well, he
Kind of
used-
set precedent.
Does that just make it French's mustard?
I think it is just French's mustard.
which was Dijon mustard, and was pretty good.
It was really.
It was
fucking
It
pretty
was
good.
it was really good because I'm a big fan of horseradish.
Yeah, me too, man. I
yeah.
put that in my
Yeah.
I
drinks.
feel like Dijon is like jacuzzi is to hot tubs. Dijon's just a brand. Like
I've never been in a hot tub that doesn't have jets, though. So like,
I think
can you
Dijon
make
means
it
it's got
better?
horseradish in it. I think.
Dijon is just hot mustard.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you would know more about this than I would.
Well, apparently.
Well, I mean, come on.
Apparently
Your
not.
dad
I
makes
don't
his own
know.
fucking mustard. Of course, you know more about mustard than me.
I don't think he does, though.
I know how to make mustard. It's not hard. It's basically water and mustard seeds.
Wow.
And other stuff. Maybe.
Like horseradish.
You can put horseradish in it, obviously. Obviously. It's really easy to make mustard, actually. It's really easy. I have made mustard.
Fucking Gordon Ramsay, a fucking mustard over here. It's
I
fucking
just-
easy to make mustard.
I
You
just- it's-
and from there.
So also, Dijon mustard isn't hot mustard. It's because it comes from Dijon, France.
Okay, well, there you
Ah.
go.
Dijon mustard
Oh.
is French mustard.
Fucking.
Okay, fair
So
enough,
it's
fair
like-
enough,
I
fair
so
take
if it's
that,
not-
fruit one.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Take that.
Yeah, if
Because
it's
when
not
he said
from
it's hot, and I was like, I don't think that's why it's called Dijon mustard.
I'm mistaken then. I
So it's
honestly
like
thought it was like a
champagne.
brand.
Yeah.
so if it's,
It's
not
just it's
from
just arrogant French.
it's just sparkling mustard.
They're just like, well, if it doesn't come from our region, it is not really the thing.
No, we will poo this
If
poupon.
if it does not, you can have champagne, sure, but this is just bubbly wine. It is not, from champagne.
Oh man,
so
I
it
could
is not
totally see
real.
someone saying that.
Nice.
Yeah. So verdict. I'm gonna still vote the German Boutster mustard.
I'm gonna
It's
go with the horseradish. It's
fucking pretty
because
good, man. I
fucking
gotta
really
say.
like horseradish.
I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised how good it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the German just because I wouldn't want to have horseradish mustard as my go-to. I'd want that as like if I got something special.
Yeah, you got some
Yeah,
roast
you
beef.
know what I mean?
You know,
Like-
some roast beef.
Like I go to the bakery, I get some like fucking good like pumpernickel and some fucking smoked turkey, and then I would bust out.
Oh, you
Yeah,
get
that-
you
fucking-
grill up like a fucking delicious burger and you put some fucking that horseradish mustard.
Yeah,
on it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Or any sort of roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mustard has like a tangy sweetness, though. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah,
stuff.
it did have some good
It's not
tangy sweetness to
just
it.
Dijon mustard.
It's not. It's not just Dijon mustard.
No,
It
it's
is
not.
not.
It's
I'll
just-
do the rant again. I swear to God.
It's not Dijon mustard because it's from Germany.
Yeah, no, we want all of our headphones to stay on this.
Oh yeah. Gonna do the rant.
Side note: last episode was a mess.
Well, it's still got released.
Peak
It's now, yeah, due to the magic of the editing wizard. that show,
Tebow Baca.
14 of you were on the fucking ball. I'm disappointed in the rest of you.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
that. I'm looking at you, Ireland.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know you missed last week, bro.
What the fuck?
Just
What do you think this is? Just show up part time?
But now we're on the clock. One of us has got to do it next. We got to blow up.
it's true.
I'm surprised it hasn't been me yet.
Like throw stuff. Oh, I've
Yeah,
got
'cause
that
both-
in me any second.
Although I almost did jump over this tiny table and choke you.
Me?
Yeah, we got into it, didn't we?
I don't fucking
We all
know.
kind of did.
It's only when we reach the blackout phase of drinking.
Or at least when one of us does.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'm fucking mad about it.
I'm literally shaking right now.
Literally.
I'm literally
Yeah,
shaking
yeah.
right now.
Fuck.
I cannot even.
Yeah, in his boots.
Yeah.
Do you need to go to your safe spot?
I am in my safe spot,
I am?
sir.
That's cool,
Yeah,
buddy.
does it bother you that I'm in my safe
No,
spot?
no. This is a very safe, inviting environment.
is it?
Because I'm
I
kind of
hope so.
offended that you
Very,
would even
very-
ask whether or not I feel safe here.
I'm offended by the offense.
I'm offended for all of you.
I just checked in to see what condition my condition was.
That's such a good song.
Did anybody watch Raps the other day?
Oh yeah,
that last night?
What is
The Raps.
What a match!
What's
How
that?
many
What-
field
Game,
goals?
set, match?
Oh, funny.
I heard that it was 50 love for a good
Oh,
3
sorry. I totally know what you're talking about. Sorry. That
Raps.
friggin' shot was amazing.
Yeah, that was
Fucking
pretty.
Yeah.
cool.
Ananobi,
That
Ananobi,
cable internet.
Oh,
Ananobi.
buddy. It
Bad
was
cable internet.
so good, buddy.
want
So
to-
good.
I don't think it was on the level of Kawhi.
Fuck.
You shut your
Kawhi
dirty
wasn't?
whore
Well,
mouth.
I don't know,
You know what?
man. That,
That's a tough because
we go.
Kawhi won an entire series with that. like that was it. Series over. You know, this kept him in it. It's still pretty huge. Like
I
they would have
think-
went down 3-0.
It's very true, and I think
It might have saved their entire season.
it very well might have. And hey, it was a hell of a moment. It was a hell of a moment. I think just now because it's their second time around. Not that it's expected that that's going to happen, but just like the fucking the atmosphere, the live crowd, the fact that fucking ball bounced like 5 times before it finally sunk
know.
in.
That's why I think this shot was better, because there was no doubt. It was just in there.
I don't think you want a little bit
I don't
of
know.
doubt as a fucking sport. You want that little
That
doubt.
was
It's like
huge.
a movie, man. It was like a movie.
I
Fuck,
like the,
it-
I like
it
the,
was.
I like the Patriots, man. I like domination.
See, this was
I don't
Fair
need,
enough.
I don't need close calls. I want domination.
it
all
The
was-
the
Yankee
time.
fan side of me agrees with you.
Yeah.
it was like a movie because that's exactly how it went down. If you were like watching some underdog basketball team gonna come out of nowhere,
If that didn't happen last year, and this Lowry shot happened this year, and then they made a movie about it,
Yeah.
that the Kawhi shot would be what you would fucking see
Yeah.
in the movie. And that's
Yeah.
how they would dramatize it.
Yeah.
yeah,
that's probably-
it was.
It's never a swish.
And like fucking near the whole crowd is like down on like, you know, everybody's like
the whole country was hushed.
Yeah.
For a moment.
for like 3 seconds while
Yeah.
that thing was in the air
I
and
bet
bouncing
you
around.
a majority of the country's watching right now.
Oh, I'm sure they are, but I just don't. I think it's yeah. I mean, I was excited. I popped.
Yeah.
It was huge that last.
It was very huge. It was
I
very
got
huge. I'm not
like
taking anything away
5
from it.
messages immediately after that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. I think the Kawhi one just amped me more.
That amped me too, and I wasn't even know what the fuck was going on. I just saw on Twitter like, oh my god, Kawhi, and I was like, who the fuck's Kawhi?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I was like, then I saw the replay, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, he won the game, and then I was like, oh shit, that was like, you know,
Yeah.
5 seconds left and then I was like, oh shit, that was game 7.
Because they were proving it all last year.
That's
right?
huge.
They were
Kawhi
proving
made-
it to everybody. And that
Kawhi
shot,
made everybody pay attention to Toronto. That's exactly.
he sure did.
Absolutely
He sure did.
Absolutely did.
That shot, that was like the exclamation point. Like even though they won at the end, that was like the exclamation point of the whole playoff run and the championship was like,
Yeah.
that's all you're gonna talk about. Oh, remember when that play? Remember when the Raps won? Yeah, remember that Kawhi shot? That's what you're gonna.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's talk about Nick Nurse winning Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
He won Coach of the Year, and you can tell why because so there's half a second. There's half a second left or whatever the fuck there was, a second left in the game, and Boston drains it. Now it's 102, whatever, 103, 101 or something like that. And there's no way you could make a full court shot, but if you call a timeout. Okay, and they call the timeout. Now you can shoot from the offensive side or the offensive zone. I don't know what you call it in basketball, but in hockey it would be the offensive zone.
Yeah, it's the same.
And then he throws the ball over like a fucking 8 foot tall fucking reach guy.
Yeah, Lowry's
Right-
so fucking short.
Right
So
into his
good.
fucking
Adorable.
right into Anunoby's hands and then just bang. Like
Yeah.
fuck.
It was
It was a great shot. It was a great shot. It was absolutely a great shot.
It was.
I couldn't even fucking believe it. I was like, this is done. Like they're done. Like
Yeah.
3-0, fuck. Like they're half a second left in the
Yeah,
fucking
there was
game.
half a second of the game, and they
Yeah,
pulled it
They're
off.
done. Like
It's a literal in and out of your fucking hands.
Absolutely.
How the
They're-
fuck did he get that off?
Absolutely.
at no point in this, whatever that happens with the Raps, at no point can you count them out. Like at no point can you
Yeah.
say, nah, they're fucking done. Like because at no point have they ever fucking quit.
Yeah. It's such a good scrappy team.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the Oilers of the late '90s. A scrappy team that nobody expected to do anything, and they did. They
just
won
get
series.
kicked
and-
around and-
They didn't expect to do
No,
anything.
they didn't.
What, the Oilers or the Raps?
Not in the late 90s.
They,
Late
did,
90s.
they didn't do
Oilers.
anything.
Maybe once.
Yeah, the late '90s. The Oilers, they kept pulling in an 8th spot, and they kept having to play
you mean
Dallas
that
and
eighth-
Colorado.
that
I mean,
eighth
when
spot,
Messier was on the
that's
team?
when it-
A little bit
Those
later
the
than that.
Messiers?
I think I'm thinking about the the Mike Greer, Dean McCammond.
They
those
like have
kinda-
some kid with like a
Cujo.
Polish sounding name on their team there. Or is
Boris, like,
Wuchetsky or something like Horshak or something.
Roman Hammerlick was probably on that team.
he might have been.
Yeah.
So when the NHL was. Roman Hammerlick was
See,
on like one of the union, like the players' union.
I don't
when-
understand how you're excited about them winning one series.
What
But
do you
like that's all they did in the 90s. They'd win one series.
Yeah, but they were scrappy teams. They were scrappy teams. No one expected them to do anything. They were hard work and they never fucking quit. They might have been less skilled than everybody else. But back then, you could buy a championship. Like, look at Detroit. That's how Ken Holland built his fucking
Here we
Detroit
go.
teams. By buying them. He bought
He
championships.
drafted his entire team. He didn't buy that team.
Well, you buy every
He bought the
team.
championship.
You buy
He
every
bought
team.
the championships.
Okay, well,
and
technically,
That's what free agency is. You're buying a team. I always argue with people.
No, but
with
all
that,
his
like,
friggin' like all the stars of Detroit in the '90s, early 2000s were drafts. Zetterberg, Yzerman, Fedorov, friggin' like the only one.
yeah,
he
but
bought-
Shanahan wasn't.
Okay, Shanahan. Okay, that's one.
Like, you could probably pick any of those like Inov names, like Larry Onov or any
Datsyuk,
Kozlov, anything like that. They were all
Onov was
drafted. Yeah, they're
that's
all
like half the team. There's only 15 guys on the team. What are you talking
23
about?
guys on the team.
Okay, there's 23, so half of them were drafts. So what are we talking about?
It's not like I did any research, and I
No.
could tell you other than like
I
fucking
know
Shanahan.
I know you don't do any
But-
research. I know.
Well, not for specifically fucking late '90s Detroit teams. It's not like we plan on talking about it.
that's very true.
are you against free agency? Is that what it is?
Well, I don't
You
like free agency. I would rather, because free agency always bites you in the ass. In a salary cap world, it always bites you in the ass. It's not like the NBA, where you can exceed the salary cap and just pay a luxury tax. You know, there's a fucking hard cap in the NHL, and that's it. So you're paying, like, look at the fucking Lucic deal. Look at the fucking, look at the guy, who the fuck, Kyle Okposo. Look at that guy's deal. Like, fuck. Look at David Backus's deal
You
in
gotta
Boston.
be more of a
like,
gambler, man. You gotta be a gambler.
that's not gambling. That's just you shouldn't. A smart GM should just fucking free agency, just
You can't
shop
go-
the bargain bin and fucking walk away because you're going to be
Isn't
sorry.
all of sports like I mean, isn't it all a gamble anyway? I mean, you can have the best team on paper.
You think
You
it was?
can.
You think Alex Rodriguez was a gamble? People didn't know he was going to be.
Well,
Alex
they only
Rodriguez?
won fucking world championship with him, so some people might say it was a gamble that did not pay off.
Did he only win one world
Yeah,
championship?
they only won in 2009 with him, I
I
believe.
thought Alex Rodriguez had more than that.
I believe it was just the one in 2009. Because God help me if somebody, the fucking Yankee, I will
Astro
fucking
won,
jump on you.
check to
I will
see how many-
Karen.
World Series, Alex Rodriguez.
So wait. Is there a salary cap in baseball? I'm pretty sure there's
There's a
not.
luxury tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it the same as NBA?
I'm not sure about that.
Or is it just like if you go above a certain amount, you pay a luxury tax,
Yes.
but you could
Yeah,
go as much as you want? Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the current head of the NHL Players Union is Donald Fair, and I think he was part of the baseball players
he
union.
was. Yes, he was.
And he was instrumental in keeping a salary cap out of baseball.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that was back in the 94s.
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that. And so like that's baseball. Fuck, go ahead, fucking pay your luck. It's all money. There's no cap. There's no hard cap. It's a different world when like you have $81 million, and if you spend more than that, you get a fucking dock next year. There's a penalty. So you can't be shopping. You can't be spending $7 million on Milan Lucic in free.
But
like,
if you think
can't.
that's, I mean, if you're convinced and you're,
See, and the problem though is like you're getting these guys at 28, 29, and which in hockey is like whew, that's kind of the other.
was
you're-
Taylor Hall worth all the money?
No.
Well, Taylor Hall's made $6 million a year.
Is he worth it?
Yeah, $6 million a year. Yeah,
he's
fucking
worth
right.
it.
It's the
You
it's
don't
a-
think he's worth Justin? You don't think
yeah,
he's
but
worth
Wheels
it?
thinks Messi is the best player on the Oilers. Like, fuck you can't take
Yeah,
anything he
that's
says
true.
seriously.
Best
Jesus
player
Christ.
of all time on the Oilers. Get it correct.
Sorry. Yeah, so
Pound for pound,
Jesus
the best
Christ.
player ever.
Halsey definitely worth the $6 million a year.
Yep.
He's gonna get us before this all happened in a flat cap for fucking God knows how long. It probably he was looking at $11 million probably. Now probably 9.
Do you think Phil Kessel was underpaid?
Phil Kessel, how much did he make? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
8
It
or
was probably-
something?
It was probably different from when he say got his big deal and as to now.
Well, I
mean,
think Toronto is still paying for Phil Kessel though. I think
would
even though he's like
they're
fucking
definitely playing his hot dog budget.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that they retained on him, and then he went to Arizona.
That
and-
guy gets free dogs every time he comes
must.
to the city.
He must.
I'd give him free hot dogs.
Yeah, Kessel, obviously he fucks off and he goes and wins 2 championships. And for a little while, him and Joffrey Lupul were a big reason why the Leafs were exciting. So,
Joffrey Lupul was good.
yep.
He
At
was
that,
really
I
good.
remember.
But he didn't really. I mean, if your goal is here, cup,
Yeah.
right? And you don't produce. So like I saw a lot of people talking. I don't know why I didn't really go into it too much. A lot of people were talking about Van Riemsdyk. And when he was on the Leafs, and it was like, but we didn't we had Van Riemsdyk. I think we had him at the same time we had Loophole too.
I think so. Yeah.
Nothing.
But he was like, I think that was Brian Burke was your GM, and he traded Van Riemsdyk to Philly for Luke Shen.
Yeah, but they
Or no, he traded Luke Shen to Philly for Van Riemsdyk.
That was a good trade for them.
And then it was because kind of what they needed, right? They needed another guy. And then it's funny is that Van Riemsdyk hit free agency and went and signed in Philly again. It was just kind of funny. But that like free agency is fucked because you're kind of by the time you hit free agency, you have like what is it, like 7 years in the league, or you're 27 or 28 years old, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. It's something like that. It's one of the two. So like if you start playing in the league at 18, you could be a free agent at 25.
Yeah.
But generally by the time anyone's looking for the big payday in the NHL, it's like 27, 28. Even some guys later, if they haven't really found success until later, and now they're looking for their big payday. So now you're paying a guy who's like got maybe 4 good years in him, and you're paying him for 7. So I mean, and then
what about like Lidstrom? I mean, he was great into his 40s. Yeah,
I think he's the exception, not the rule, though.
Oh yeah, no, it would definitely be exceptions. And I think the whole thing is, I think I might have taken what you were saying a little bit. I thought you were these fucking guys taking these fucking big money when it's like, you can't blame the guy.
You're not gonna get those guys. Like,
yeah.
If I was I'd be looking for a payday too, because you only get really one shot at that. Because otherwise, you're making bridge deals and you're making entry level deals. It's not like, and basketball too. Like the first round picks are getting like $8 million contracts as their first contract. In the NHL, your first 3 years are max $975,000.
That's why I like the cap, because
So do I.
Like I like that there's a cap and you can only make a certain, like in baseball it's obscene the money they make. Like
I agree.
Made what?
Well, I don't.
$400 million?
I mean, it is obscene, but I mean, you look at fuck, man. I mean, just because you got a big budget doesn't mean that you're going to win big ball games.
No, absolutely
man.
not. No,
that's not what that means at all. And
that's why I think it's crazy.
I'm not a big analytics guy, but just shit, man. I mean, look at the Cubs, look at the Red Sox. I mean, the proof is right there that you don't need. Well, I guess the Red Sox are a badge because they do have a big budget, but. I don't think the Cubbies had a big budget. And those Oakland A teams under Billy Beane, I mean, they were fucking making peanuts, man.
Yeah.
They were making like same as like 2 players on the Yankees or something, that whole team.
I think they're still like that, probably.
Of course they are. Yeah, they're a thrift team. And,
yeah, for sure.
But I mean, they're not a big market team anyway, so they're not going to make.
That's the whole reason that they wanted the cap in the NHL, is so that those small market teams that don't make a lot of money and or don't have a lot of fan base can still compete.
I'm absolutely for the salary cap,
but it creates. I don't really like it because it creates this parity where like every team is just okay and there's no great superstar teams anymore. Like the NBA, you have like superstar teams coming together because they can afford.
Yeah, but the Blackhawks
40 million guys.
Blackhawks won 3 in 5 years. The
Penguins kind of a superstar.
Yeah, they're pretty superstar. Yeah, but they were smart about it because like by the time Taves, all you
gotta do is just be smart about it. And properly
you do really.
Pittsburgh. I mean, they have fucking like Crosby, Malkin, Fleury. I mean, these are stars.
They're stars, but by the time that those guys, like even Taves and Kane, signed their matching $10.5 million per year deals, they had already won a cup or 2. So like you can't be like that's why the Oilers are having trouble, because they got all their superstars on these. They're already out of their entry level deals, and that's why the Oilers need more cost controlled, cheap talent. It's why you can't. It's why you got to trade like the Darnell Nurses and keep the Ethan Bears, because Ethan Bears. If Holland was smart, he would have put him on a Clefbaum deal already, but. Clefbaum's $4 million a year for 7 years.
It's too expensive for Clefbaum.
I'm pissed.
That's not too expensive for Clefbaum.
I'm pissed that I was so late to the Daniel Nurse fucking party.
In Darnell?
Darnell, sorry.
Yeah. Daniel. Jesus
Nurse.
Christ. We're talking about Daniel LaRusso, Eric Daniel.
Clefbaum has only played 1 full year his entire career.
It's $4 million? Come on.
I don't.
You're talking about Brent Seabrook the other day, and he's $6.75 million. He's 35.
He friggin' plays every year, in 82.
Okay, you get a team. I'll take Clefbaum. You take Seabrook. We'll see what happens.
That already happened, and Seabrook's team won 3 Stanley Cups with Brent Seabrook.
Team.
Yes, Seabrook's team.
Okay,
so it's
you know what? Chicago is actively looking for anyone to take Seabrook's contract.
It's the team's fault that
Clefbaum
doesn't play games.
This is interesting because this is the fucking Gretzky Messier argument. Only now you're fucking on the Messier side. You're on the Gretzky side.
No, I don't. I think that Chicago couldn't find a buyer no matter how hard they tried for Brent Seabrook. They're not going to. No, you'd have to be
And
an
no
idiot.
one's gonna buy Klefbom because he never fucking plays a full year.
Everybody's
He's
Klefbom's
injured
$4 million
all
a
the time.
year, and he's like
injured
27.
all the time.
So you want 27-year-old $4 million player, or do you want like a 36-year-old $7 million
I
player?
want a 25-year-old $6 million defenseman.
You don't have that choice.
Who's
No
going
one's
to
gonna buy
improve.
him. Nobody's gonna buy him.
No one's gonna buy
one's gonna
Seabrook.
buy
So
him.
I
There's
couldn't
no way.
I couldn't put him on Wish, and people wouldn't buy him.
No one's gonna take Seabrook. There's no way. If Seabrook gets traded, I'll laugh my ass off. Like
Yeah.
to have the team who trades for him. I hope it's not the Oilers. God.
Everyone's tradable. Everyone's
Oh,
tradable,
fuck.
buddy.
Now that you said it.
The salary cap world trades are different. You know, it's not like everyone can get traded. Gretzky got traded. Yeah, well, there was no salary cap in 1988, so
Also, he was sold, wasn't he?
He was
gets-
sold.
Yeah, he wasn't
sold.
traded. He was sold.
he was sold. There's a salary cap now. So who the fuck is going to trade for a 36-year-old defenseman signed for like 4 or 5 more years?
Toronto, like about 6
I don't
years
think
ago.
so. Fucking.
Eric
You'd have to be.
Lindros.
If anyone's not going to trade for that tire fire of a contract, it's Toronto, because Dubas is going to be like,
Yeah,
here's
he's,
like
you
3
know.
numbers I don't like: contract, duration, age. Don't like any of them.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, he
and
likes to
I'm
keep them. He doesn't like to have his players older than he is.
like, I don't like
That's
old.
fair.
He's
That's
pretty
fair.
fucking young, man. He's a
fair.
young
That's
guy. I think he's younger than me. He's younger than I am.
I think he's younger
than all of us.
Maybe not younger than Sid.
Hey, do you know what's coming on Sportsnet like next week? It's
What?
a documentary series about Alexander Ovechkin.
What?
Yeah.
What? Like, so what kind of?
It's called.
Is it called the
it's-
best hockey player on earth right now?
No, it's called. It's
Should
called.
be.
It should be called, but no, it's called Alex to Ovi.
How many
The
pairs
story
of,
of the Great Eight.
how many pairs of underwear did you go through when they announced that?
None, because I didn't take Cialis. It's too expensive.
Oh, okay.
You can ejaculate without being hard, you know.
Okay. What do you
sensual podcast.
what are you playing with there? I kind of want to know what's going on over there.
Yeah, speaking of cost sharing and revenues, how much Resident Evil shit did you just buy? What's your salary cap?
Let's not talk about how I'm gonna put a second mortgage on the apartment. And...
I think Sid needs a salary cap.
Oh fuck! See, I just need more money.
Should we start pimping Justin out?
So you take.
Yeah, we should do it.
It's not like he's gonna feel it. Like he's already emotionally scarred.
Yeah.
People want to do it with people that they'll enjoy it with.
You'd be surprised.
What?
I assume people want to do it with people they're not going to enjoy it with.
You're
me.
new to this whole sex thing, aren't you?
Have you not seen what's going on in the world, sir? I don't think half the sex that's going on out there is consensual anymore.
Right? Yeah.
I get done making love to my wife, and I apologize.
I'd
to her.
say like it's a soft 40%.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I did my best.
And that's
Yeah,
in
I'm
North
sorry,
America.
Katie.
Like, we don't want to talk about the rest of the world.
Yeah. Can the lawyer not be in the room the next time?
To the wives of the Wheels Blues
He's ensuring
podcast,
the
I apologize.
consensualness. Well, yeah,
They don't
he keeps
listen to this
interrupting.
fucking
Well,
show.
he just wants to clarify that your no's aren't actually no's.
But yeah, so what's going on over there?
What did you buy?
What did you buy?
What did you buy?
Bought something.
I don't
Spill
buy
it.
it. I don't buy
Just between us girls.
it. Just between us girls.
Well,
Let's try it.
whisper it into the mics. What did you buy?
Bought a challenge coin that's got Resident Evil 2 characters on it to go with my Resident Evil 3 challenge coin that I
Girl, what?
Shut up.
You bought it. How much was the coin?
$15.
Yeah. Okay.
It's silver.
Okay.
Like actual silver? It might be.
Are you gonna lose the coin?
No, it's got a little carrying case.
So are you gonna put it in your carrying case that's slightly larger than the coin itself, and then carry that around?
Yeah.
You know, like the
He doesn't look like he loses a lot. I mean, he's lost his hair, his mind. But everything else seems to be in order.
Those are fragile and easily lost. Fucking physical objects? Never once.
There are some things that you don't lose.
I just slapped my gut for
not
everyone.
that big of a gut.
It's getting bigger
No,
every
it's
day.
not. It's not double underscore girthage, but
Wow.
you'll get there. Oh yeah, oh, you got a little bowling ball.
Oh,
but
I suck it in. Hey, just because I don't have to impress you doesn't mean I don't have to impress myself.
you have to impress me.
I thought I did.
What about when Shannon comes in the? What about when Shannon comes in the kitchen and like you're like cooking breakfast and you're like,
Yep.
or do you just let it all hang out, and not really worry about it?
Neither.
Oh, so you just kind of go a little bit and then that's it.
Breakfast. I go to work.
Oh,
Good job.
What's breakfast? For those who don't have kids, breakfast is a meal that you eat when you wake up.
See, I don't
Usually
have
before noon.
usually.
I don't have kids, and I don't eat breakfast. You guys are whack, dog.
Yeah, when you have kids, you have to have breakfast.
You have to eat
or
breakfast.
at least your kid eats breakfast.
You just tell them to shut the fuck up.
You don't have.
You bang on their closet door, their bedroom door, their bedroom door.
Yeah.
You tell them to shut up and wait until the grits is ready.
The grits are ready. So Bruce wants to eat like within fucking like 3 minutes of being awake.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, buddy. Daddy's just gonna wake up for a second. He's like, I want toast. I'm like,
do any of you guys eat in the morning? Like, I
No.
I can't eat.
I don't eat in the morning. I hate eating.
I
in
have
the
a
morning.
banana. I usually have a banana or a piece of toast.
I could do something.
Coffee, lots of coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
coffee.
no, I have like 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and then I'm like,
If-
well, I'm ready to see humans now. and I
If you
hate to be one of those
freeze
people, but I am.
coffee, does that count as eating?
Yes, you're chewing. As long as you're masticating, what does it matter?
I love that term.
I know, right?
It sounds so dirty and it's completely normal.
Well,
Yeah.
Food's sexual sometimes, you know.
Sometimes?
It's fucking like, well, okay, you know, keep it PG. That Seinfeld episode. Fucking
No soup for you.
no. What? The
What?
Nazi? Wow, you
Hell,
just always go.
what kind of things do you like?
You just always like just instantly.
Do you want-
Fuck, I don't know what they're talking about. Something Nazi.
Do you want Helen Mirren to deny you soup? Is that what it is?
No soup for you.
Helen Mirren
Anyway,
is British.
Yeah, but the soup Nazi is like.
Wait a minute. I now know what you're talking about. I'm seeing George in the
Yes,
fucking...
exactly.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he's just
yeah.
like, I don't know what it is. Like we're having sex, and I can't finish unless I got a sandwich.
He's got the fucking sandwich in the bed.
Eating
like,
the hero.
what are you doing? Ordering you. And then he gets greedy. He gets the TV, the fucking antenna, and he's like...
I think George Costanza is my favorite fucking TV character in any sitcom.
He's definitely my spirit animal.
He's-
I definitely live vicariously through him. And Larry David. Yeah, it's very evident that...
Oh man, and Jason Alexander's like typecast characters too. Like Duckman is one of my favorite shows ever. Like that cartoon's hilarious, and he's just like, I don't know, man. Whatever he brings to the table, he does it well.
He does neurotic quite well.
Right,
Yeah,
right. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's got the voice for it.
Yeah.
He's got the like the inclination. He could sound like he's freaking out about nothing constantly without even freaking out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like, so good.
Yeah.
Speaking of those shows, I want to hear more about this OV documentary.
It's,
Or doco, as
it's-
the Australians say.
No, nobody says that.
Yeah, they don't
Nobody
say
says
that,
that in the real world where people.
So
exist.
you want to tell me more about the OV doco, or
Yeah, it's all about Ovi's rise from young kid in communist Russia to the fine young man that he has become today,
The Muscle
and
Land.
Stanley Cup champion. And then there's like a little like after clip about his kid like flipping pucks.
So wait, how is this documentary gonna be like an hour? Do you know?
I think it's probably like a series. I think there's like 3 or 4 parts.
Fuck, this is gonna be cool. I'm gonna watch this.
it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
watch
super
this.
cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's on
Sounds
Sportsnet.
like they're going to try to do like a last dance.
Yeah,
I think that might be the bar for every documentary now.
there is. I really want to see. There was a Bruce Lee documentary it came out right after The Last Dance. I want to
Yeah,
watch that.
there's
too.
a couple documentaries on Netflix that are like limited series, and they're all. My only problem with documentaries now is I'm sick of the fucking. Every documentary has this, the drone shot of a cityscape.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sick and tired of that. That shit's cut. It's cut.
I think every like
I don't want to see that shit anymore. I don't want to. I'm sick and tired of looking at Chicago from the top of the building.
every inspiring movie has
But
that.
would you feel the same way if every documentary that they put out on Netflix was
Doco.
Shut the fuck up. If every documentary they put out on Netflix was like Werner Herzog. Ah yes, and here we see sad people
Well,
go
I
about
mean, it
their
doesn't have to
miserable
be
hollow
like-
lives. And
I'm just tired of it,
we've
man.
watched
It's
the
over.
film.
It's over. It's every fucking documentary. It's got to be like,
Yeah, because they're fucking. It's called an establishing shot.
yeah, well, they can do it different ways.
Can they?
What about the helicopter shot going
Oh,
around the fucking
fuck.
building?
The helicopter's fine, but the drone.
Oh.
Oh, son of a bitch! Get a UAV up in there, and
It's
it's
cool
a
to wear
problem.
vintage hats, but it's not cool to shoot vintage. All right. Everybody want to be a filmmaker, but nobody want to be a filmmaker.
it was
right?
a-
Yeah, well, tell me how you're gonna get $10,000 worth of film, a loaded camera, and the rights to fly a helicopter over a major metropolis, and still
Why
be
don't-
able to get a Big Mac afterwards.
Why don't you just like book a helicopter tour and then bring the camera and then we're like, what are you doing, sir? You're like,
You can't. You literally are not allowed to do that.
well, yeah, but that's why
And
you wait
also,
till you get
if,
in the
if
air.
he's talking about like old school, he's just gonna have a film canister up there and this big reel-to-reel thing. He's just sitting
Yeah.
up there like,
Yep.
hey, can you stop with the turbulence? My cranking arm's going a little fast, and it's gonna look like shit on the big screen. All right.
You just should do what I did and just walk in and stop.
Whoa, is Bane here now? I didn't even see Bane walk in.
Nobody stopped me when I was robbing the
Place?
I've done so many robberies now I can't remember when the last one was. But we would just walk in and we would hit people with our motorcycle helmets and people didn't think anything of it.
What the fuck, Bane?
Goodbye.
He's so polite.
Tom Hardy's so fucking hot.
It's my celebrity pass right there. He's got to wear the mask, though. He's got to wear
Hey, indeed. Oh, yeah.
See, no, he's got to have the
them.
mustache and the little round glasses that he wore in Bronson.
See, every time I see Tom Hardy, I can't see him with fucking hair. I just picture
Oh, he's bald as shit, but he's got a fucking little mustache.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
Dude, you need to watch that
Yeah?
movie.
Wait,
It's good.
was Tom Hardy was Venom, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was also in Munich. And
but he was
and he's in
he was actually Venom though, right? Like
yes.
what
like
the fuck's
he was
Brock.
Yeah,
CGI'd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably was CGI.
Yeah, dude,
No,
that
no,
guy's-
he was the actor that played.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
He's a real
'cause
actor.
I know, but like, I understand this,
He's got a
but
face.
Venom
he
was
the bear
Venom
in
was
Revenant?
Topher Grace. Okay, Topher Grace was
He could have
Venom.
been. He could have
no,
been.
not late. I mean, in the movie Venom.
I know. I'm doing a thing.
Oh, okay.
Dude, yeah, well, it's a shitty thing.
Yeah, that's. I
You're
don't know
a
what hears
shitty
about
fan.
Topher Grace.
I
He's like the
know.
worst man. I like Topher Grace as an actor, but Jesus Christ,
He would have been a better Carnage.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Carnage is a wiry little neurotic
And
dude.
crazy
You know what?
as
Like,
fuck.
if we could get a skinny ginger Jason Alexander.
dude. Woody
That's what I
Harrelson
wanted.
is playing Carnage in the
Why?
next
No,
movie.
no.
Yeah, no,
no,
he's
really?
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
is.
just fucking hate superhero movies.
Woody Harrelson.
They
is
destroy
Carnage.
my history.
Well, why
and
don't
my
you give it a
childhood.
chance? Because I remember you saying last episode you'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
Actors playing superheroes who give it a chance.
I
So
give
give it a
a chance
chance.
to actors playing superheroes. I don't want not actors playing superheroes.
Well, Woody Harrelson is going to play.
he's 700 years old.
Well, just give it a chance.
He
He's
looks good, though. He looks good.
yeah.
he-
I'd look good if
I
I
saw
was
the
rich too,
trailer.
motherfucker.
Look at Gary Busey. Well, maybe he's not rich, but
And
he doesn't
also,
look good.
we watched a bunch of Gary Busey a couple weeks ago.
Like,
and
Woody-
fucking
He does
did.
not.
Woody
look good.
Harrelson will
That's a
nail
different
Crazy
kind of
Guy.
rich.
Oh, yeah.
He's
he
gonna
might,
nail
yeah.
Crazy Guy.
He might.
Yeah, but I just
We'll see if he can act,
He's a-
I guess.
I think he can. I'm not that worried about
He can
it.
shoot people in Texas.
I'm not that worried
Actually,
about it.
It's weird to say this, but I love him in fucking No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got such a tiny little
yeah.
part, but I just really
Yeah, but
fucking
dude,
love it.
all the actors in a fucking Coen Brothers flick are just putting on their 150%.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fucking ridiculous. People will go in there and they'll have a bit part, and it is like the best acting of their careers.
Yeah.
Because like people want to do well for a movie like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would have. I wish they would have been the ones to do The Road, because after reading the book and just as in relation to Cormac McCarthy, who wrote No Country for Old Men, he also wrote The Road, which is a stellar book. But like, I wish the Coen Brothers would have had their touch on that, because I don't know, watching The Road and there being a score totally ruined that film for me.
Yeah.
I was like, there should not be music, and No Country for Old Men did so well with no score.
Yeah.
Like no music. Anytime in that movie, there's sound,
Yeah.
but there's no music.
Yeah,
And it's
there's definitely
fucking
no
awesome.
score.
I don't know. Personally, I was transported.
One of my favorite villains is Anton Chigurh.
Oh my god,
One of my favorite villains in a movie of all time.
Just
It
so good.
that fucking opening when he's strangling the fucking cop.
Oh, and his face.
And you're just seeing the skid marks from the boots, and it just goes up, and
and it's
like
just nothing. There's no expression.
he's just stoic.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, no.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's that. Oh, fuck, that movie's good.
Yeah.
The Coen Brothers, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
Like the blank fucking stare, you know that that
Yeah,
guy's
he's just like he's
fucking out of
sitting
his
there
mind.
like staring at the ceiling, going, "Fucking be done."
This
I'm
coin
tired.
has been traveling
Didn't that
for
guy-
over 32 years to this spot right now. Just call it.
Wasn't that
Call
that
it.
guy's first role too? Like major Hollywood role?
Maybe major Hollywood, but
Yeah,
he's
he's-
been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's been
That
super
was
famous
my
for
mom's
years.
favorite actor.
Would you
and
call
she
it-
was like, "Oh, you got to watch this movie with fucking Javier Bardem in it." And I was like, "Who?" She's like, "My favorite actor. He's in this new movie."
Haven't you heard about them?
Have you heard about
Would you call that his breakout role?
He probably was. I don't know.
Mainstream
He-
breakout
wasn't
role,
he in-
yeah. Yeah,
was-
probably.
because that was before that 007 movie where he played the
Yeah,
bad guy.
it
right?
was
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Which I think was a big step down
For him or for 007?
for him.
Okay.
For him, that was a big step down.
I don't know.
I don't know. I really appreciated his role as Anton Chigurh. Like I fucking really enjoyed it.
I haven't watched a 007 movie really for in the last like fucking 10 years.
Yeah,
They kind of suck now.
yeah. They kind of they went under while Pierce Brosnan was 007.
That's the kind of like the ass end. Like Goldeneye was great.
Goldeneye was great.
No, you
yeah.
disagree?
Goldeneye was great.
Wholeheartedly, sir.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
I'm
Yeah.
not like the
I-
biggest Bond fan, but like that's another one of those movies. Like I said before, like if it's on TV on a Sunday afternoon, I flip it through the channels and it's on, I'll stick it.
Daniel Craig is way better than Timothy Dalton, but nobody talks about him.
Yeah, it's kind of like Timothy Dalton, like or it's like random other guy who played Bond who no one knows.
George
Timothy
Lazenby.
Dalton, Timothy Dalton, Daniel
He did
Craig,
one, right? He did one. Timothy Dalton did two.
Then I
think,
pick-
didn't he?
Roger Moore, then
Yeah,
Pierce Brosnan,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery's the standard for
Yeah,
sure.
that's Sean Connery's. I think but I mean, he's
Yeah, but
like
it's also the
technically
films,
the
right?
first
It's-
Bond, right?
Yeah.
Let's also think about the films that they're in, because like, I don't know, man. There's some Roger Moore Bond films that I like better than Sean Connery.
Like Live and
Bond
Let
films.
Die, which is a great fucking movie. Yeah, which I'm pretty sure is Roger Moore. Fact check, please.
No, I don't think. No,
I think it was Roger Moore.
Man with the
Roger Moore
Golden
was-
Gun is really good. I like that one.
And Roger Moore was the Octopussy, right?
Live it-
I like that one.
Live and Let Die has that boat
Pussy
fucking
galore.
chase.
Goddamn. Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, but
Awesome.
like the opening songs is it's not it's the Beatles doing "Live and Let Die,"
Yeah.
isn't it? The opening song.
McCartney, anyway.
Yeah, McCartney. Yeah.
I just watched the Hank Scorpio episode. Of The
That's so good.
and now I can just
You're thinking about getting a
Scorpio.
Yeah.
I thought you were thinking about where you get a hammock.
Well, at Marianne's hammocks because she gets into the hammock with you.
Yeah, she does. She does. But like,
He's
he's
like
like go
the-
down to the hammock district down on Third.
Yeah,
He's the best guy ever, man. Hey, Homer, how are you? And he's just like, Homer's the most oblivious, just like, got any sugar for my coffee? He's like, oh, sure, here. And he reaches in his pockets, pulls out some sugar. There you go. It's like, why the fuck does he have sugar? Like, one of the strongest episodes of The Simpsons ever. Just highlights everything about every character.
It's
Like Marge drinking wine because her house is clean and she has nothing to do.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pierce Brosnan, there's an episode of The Simpsons where Marge does that whole same thing because they've got like it's the 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Hal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Pierce Brosnan did? He you can go on YouTube and look at the video. Pierce Brosnan watches Goldeneye and talks about it as he's watching it. So if he's like, I'm starting it now, and you can watch it with him.
Nice.
Yeah, I've
And he's like this, and he's old, he's gray, like he's an old guy.
He looks like a billy goat. He looks
Yeah.
like that other guy with that fucking Scottish comedian.
Oh, Billy Connolly.
Yeah, they look like goats. They literally look like goats.
I don't know, it's kind of cool because he's so calm, and they're just like, oh, I remember this scene.
Yeah, see,
He's
that's
proper British,
I
so,
enjoy
you
that
know,
kind
they're
of
nice
stuff
and
too. Though.
calm.
Like, I've got one of the Resident Evil podcasts I do. They do commentary on some of the Resident Evil movies, and it's usually hilarious because they're in the same boat I am as those all being just absolute trash. So like, it's just like, oh yeah, start the movie now, and you just got like these people talking or like voice actors from the games doing that shit. It's
I don't
it's
know,
cool.
man. If it's a
I like
fucking
that kind of
British
stuff.
person, sign me the fuck up right now. I will at least give it a chance.
So then, what do you think about like the BBC Earth series being re-recorded by Oprah Winfrey?
I think
Boo.
that's stupid. Why would you? Why?
I don't know.
That's so
I don't
dumb.
know.
Oh.
Like
So dumb.
being re-recorded by Snoop Dogg, I get because it's fucking funny.
Yeah,
I'm
but if you're
sure
doing it for a
Oprah's just
comedic
doing the
value,
same-
but it's
they're
like-
just doing the same script, I assume. And like, what's wrong with Michael Attenborough?
I want to know that somewhere in like some fucking pub in Liverpool, there are 4 chaps doing exactly what we're doing right now and having like, oh, you know, I mean, Messi was just dreadful in Tottenham. And I just can't believe that you would even entertain.
I can't believe he's from Cottingham.
Yeah, but southern, not northern.
Come on now.
That's what I want. That's what I want in this world.
David
4
Attenborough.
blokes. It's probably called like the 4 Blokes Show.
Yeah.
I fucking listen to it.
just British people being British as fuck.
Yeah,
You know
just
what?
being
You know what?
proper.
I'd listen to that.
Fuck yeah.
100%.
Not that Cockney ruffian shit. We fuck good. No, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear Liam Gallagher or fucking.
Unless
you want-
he's
you want,
fist
like-
fighting his brother on stage, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you want like elegant British.
yeah. I want that upper crust.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want Southern British.
Yeah. Is that
I
Southern
think
British?
so.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think it's like you get north of a line and everything kind of changes. I think it's
Yeah, that's where you get your chavs.
yeah. Chef.
Oh, wearing trekkies. Whatever.
Pikeys.
Pikes. Nah, there's nothing wrong with gypsies.
I think that's why I love that movie Snatch so much.
Right?
Because it's all British. It's all like the
Dude,
British
yeah,
guys.
but
Like-
fucking Jason Statham in those old roles too, like
yeah.
Lock,
Yeah.
Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is so good.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they've got like the whole Cockney scene where it's just like, oh yeah, man down nuclear submarine. It's like, what the fuck are you even saying?
He's my.
Twice the size.
Proud of him.
What a caravan. Like
That's
Dax.
active. Concentrate.
I fucking love it. I love it.
Do you know what nemesis means?
Dude, that old fuck.
He's something else. You want to talk about villain? Him and Shigeru together. That'd be
Starve
quite the
some
fucking
pigs for
team.
a few days, and they will go through bone like butter.
Is that the
That
guy
dude-
who's like the
old-
standard British
with his-
angry
Yeah.
soccer fan?
No,
Bricktop.
No.
He's Bricktop. He's the.
Yeah, he's like the boss, the old
Oh,
gray-haired
okay.
guy with the thick glasses.
You stop me again, Wolfstein Walk, and I'll cut your fucking Jacobs off.
So what wasn't it like
That dude's in
Michael
a-
Gambon?
Is that his name?
I think the old British dude in Snatches.
Dude, that guy's
Michael
even
Gambon.
Whatever
that
his
guy's
name
even in
is.
like a fucking comedy called Cockneys versus Zombies, which you cannot stream in this country.
You cannot.
I have tried
This
repeatedly. I know. I just yeah, dude. That guy's just like man. He's just got the best like British gangster boss fucking persona.
Yeah,
He kills it.
he does.
I wish, man, I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of British gangster movies, but man, I really miss like the rush of all those Guy Ritchie flicks, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
getting heaps of it. Like Gangster #1 was awesome.
It's like fucking like drugs. It's honestly, I feel like I'm on like
Did
ecstasy
you
when I'm
didn't
watching.
you didn't watch The Gentleman? It's on Amazon Prime.
I don't think I've seen The Gentleman. No,
Gentleman, that's like his
I
newest one.
just started watching Peaky Blinders.
I've heard that's good.
It's
I just
Yeah,
really
that's
you
good.
fucking dig it.
have a
I
hard
think
time
we
with
all would
series.
fucking dig
I
it.
have a hard time watching shows.
Yeah,
I
it is
just
hard.
lose
It is
interest.
hard. And I'm not binging because I don't binge. I will not fucking binge a show.
There are 2 or 3 episodes in a sitting.
If that, unless
yeah.
I'm watching The Office,
Like
then whatever.
I'll
put
do
it
I'll
on.
do
It's bad.
4
Fuck
of
it.
X Files just because there's that many on a disc.
Yeah.
I love binging shows. I could spend
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
No, see,
if I had a day off and my kid was somewhere else, I would be like, let's just
See,
binge a show.
I feel like maybe you wouldn't hate the second season of Cobra Kai, though I have no fucking horse in this race because I've never watched any of it. But like, you binge through a season, then you watch the second season immediately, and there's no chance to go kind of process or digest, and then you get in the next one, and like the slight variances are off-putting. Because I felt that way when season 2 of Stranger Things came out. Shannon and I rewatched the first season and then went to the second season in a matter of like 3 days. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But I gave it time before I watched the third season. And like, realistically, I don't think I liked the third season as much, but I had less judgment going into it. And I was like, I like this. Yeah, this is good. Because there's no direct comparative. You're not going, this first season meant this to me. And now I'm watching the second and it's all kind of different.
That's why I like the Disney Plus approach, like with like the Mandalorian,
Yeah.
where it was like
One-
an episode
one-
a week. You
yeah.
get one a week, and it was. I'm sure it was so that they wouldn't have people subscribing, watching the Mandalorian, and then canceling their
Yeah, of course.
subscription. But it's like it's just better. Like it leaves you You know, like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Like,
but you
what's-
don't. But the beautiful thing about streaming is you don't have to tune in at that special time every week. Because I hated that shit.
But everybody's got DVR now.
Yeah, well,
Even if
okay,
you have
but,
a
like,
basic stripped down cable package, you still have a DVR.
But when I was a boy, Sunday nights, it was like the only time I ever rushed to the television was Sunday night because you had like fucking King of the Hill, The Simpsons, Futurama, eventually like the PJs, all that kind of stuff, and then X Files at 10 o'clock.
And on Sunday, and you also had Simpsons too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Didn't I say Simpsons?
Yeah, you did.
You did?
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah, fucking typical. But you know, like I like the staggered release of that kind of stuff for sure. Because I don't know, binging kind of it ruins. It can ruin something.
Also, you watch a fucking season in like 2 days, and then it's like, and then you're like, well, fuck, now I gotta wait like 2 years for the fucking.
That's
for the next
exactly it.
season. Like,
That's
Shannon and I
annoying.
watched the entire first season of House on Haunting, or the Haunting of Hill House. We ate edibles, and then we're so fucking stoned that at one point in time we were lying on the couch together, and I had my hand on my chest, and I was like, oh god, oh she's crushing me, I can't breathe, and I looked down, I was like, oh it's my hand. Like I was that kind of stoned. But 9.5 hours later, we finished the first season and didn't move off the couch.
yeah,
And it was
That kind of shit is awesome though. Like that's a great way to spend a weekend.
that show gets so melodramatic when you're stoned, though. Like they got the camera spinning around people, and they're like, "I know I was a junkie, but mom, I still love you." And you're just missing the whole like, there's a ghost standing in the background sawing off a child's face or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's
Okay, there's
full
no
of just
sawing off the
random
child's face, but
ghosts.
there's random ghosts in every fucking
episode,
scene
yeah.
of that goddamn show. There's
Every
a
scene?
ghost. Well, like there's every episode has
Yeah.
like a ghost that's in
Yeah,
the background.
absolutely.
And when you're stoned, you don't notice. You're just focused on this melodrama.
The new
of, like,
season of
all
that show
these
comes out
junkie
in
kids.
October.
No, I hope they. This one's what? This one's based on the Turn of the Screw.
It's called Blood.
The first one. The first
Haunting
one was
of Bly Manor.
Yeah, it's based on Turn of the Screw. The first one was based on the Haunting of Hill House.
Yep.
Or the
Haunting of
that
Hill
old
House.
Vincent Price movie.
Yep.
See, that's the thing is that the Cobra Kai is January 2021 is season 3.
is that like for sure? Or
It's for sure.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
that's one of the reasons it moved to Netflix from YouTube Red or YouTube Prime or whatever the fuck the pay
really,
YouTube.
there's a fucking YouTube show.
It was started as a YouTube show.
It's like because they do have YouTube Premium. Like,
Yeah, that's where it
That's
started.
where it started. Yeah.
And then it did 2 seasons there, and YouTube was like, nah, third season, nah. And then Netflix picked it up.
Is that like YouTube's biggest ever production?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, what the fuck else have they produced?
Well, next to Chad Vader, day shift manager. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
The epic rap battles of history are pretty funny.
Chad Vader?
Day shift manager.
Wow.
You guys should look that up.
Yeah.
I've seen Chad Vader. I
Chad
know.
Vader, day shift
Is it
manager.
funny? It sounds funny.
It's super funny.
it's a
yeah,
fun.
it's, yeah.
He's Darth Vader's brother, dressed exactly like Darth
You
Vader.
should look up Darth Vader sings Adele. It's amazing. It's
I just like this show because he's like literally a manager of a
yeah,
grocery
no,
store.
it's the same. It's the same guy, but he does like
Have you
Adele
seen our new
covers.
laser checkout system?
It's the same
It's
guy,
like-
but he does
Like,
Adele covers.
yeah,
It's-
Chad. It's just a fucking scanner. He's like, I will crush the competition.
Yeah.
Your lack of faith in my produce.
That's exactly what happens. He's like,
Yeah.
he walks past. He's the manager. He walks past the guy stocking shelves. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm stocking shelves, Chad. Jesus Christ! He's like, stock faster. Have some pride.
Yeah.
Anyway, you
Or-
guys
or
should
that-
search Chad Vader.
Bad Dad's really funny too. I like Bad Dad.
That dad, dude.
Yeah,
It got too far.
Yeah, I like Bad Dad.
Bad Dad's funny.
He got too far, man. I think like his whole family, like his wife. I think they're divorced now because of. I'm pretty sure because I
How
think
do you
Do you
know
think he
why?
showed up to the divorce proceedings in the fucking
I think
cowl?
probably, and
What
she
are
was
you
like,
doing?
and she was
You
like,
can't
"See,
have the car.
this is why. This is why. It's every day.
I get
It's every day.
condo.
What would be really funny is if that was a show and like they're there and the wife's like, you see this shit? And then the camera pans to the judge and he also is wearing a cowl. Like, I don't see a problem in any of this. Maybe he's not the dad they need right now, but he's the dad that they deserve.
Where are you talking about Bad Dad?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking awesome.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like it's too far when like every single day of your life is like and all your kids know is you as
I'm
dad.
sure it's
Like,
not every day. It's just for
I'm
YouTube.
pretty sure it is every
No
day.
If the kids like it, let me tell you this. As a dad, if the kids like it, it's a fucking everyday
It's every
thing.
day.
It's an
Yeah.
everyday
And also,
thing.
if whatever you see him actually post on YouTube is probably like 2 days worth of shit that he's edited to like actually be something.
Fuck.
Because I'm sure there's some.
He's setting the fucking bar.
That's
I know,
dedication
like,
to make
fucking
his
high
kids
for
happy.
that.
Yeah, that's why you don't let your kids go on the internet.
Well, we're past that now.
Well, just gouge out his fucking
My kid's
eyes.
telling me about fucking Downy Wrinkle Guard, man.
What
Alright?
the,
It's
what the
we've
hell
got-
is what?
Well, see, so I'm wearing these khaki fucking golf shorts.
Yankees.
Okay.
Kahakis. And, they're a little wrinkly because they were in the drawer. And Tommy goes to me,
You know, use fabric softener?
well, I'm getting there, bud. All right. So Tommy goes to me, he goes, you need Downy Wrinkle Guard. And I was like, what? He's like, Downy Wrinkle Guard. Do you not want the shorts? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, Downy Wrinkle Guard, I said. And I'm like, did you see? Is this like an ad
Is that,
on the fucking YouTube kids?
what-
On YouTube kids. We only like use the YouTube kids. That's it.
wow.
A little bit of YouTube kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did you get that off of? He's like, yeah. You get it at Walmart.ca.
Oh,
And I'm like,
Okay, cut the screen time.
I'm like, fucking yeah, you're
fuck,
done.
that's screen time.
Because
That's
he only gets a little bit of that screen time
Yeah.
anyway.
yeah.
Okay, well, someone's getting YouTube Premium, so there's no fucking ads
I don't
for
want
that
any
boy.
kind of premium on fucking YouTube.
RedTube?
Well, that's a different story. For a different
What's
day.
the? How many Zeds in
Well,
browsers?
see, I was gonna say RedTube is for people who can't afford browsers.
No, X-Hamsters for those people.
When you really need to see that Eastern European granny taking it, I would say RedTube. I would direct you to RedTube if you want.
How many Zeds? Like, so 7 Zeds, and can you please tell me the password to
I
the Wheels
got rid of
Blues?
that account. Now there's a free one. You just log into X-Hamster. And
I think it's his glorious leader.
Yeah, I think so. Glorious leader, and the
the
password
password
is
is the
the
password.
glorious leader too. And it's, fuck, at least make it a different
No.
than your fucking username.
no, that's not the pass. I changed it up. It's pointless pud pulling.
I like that. It's a lot of words.
PPP. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Pointless
PPP.
butt pulling.
Yeah, it's
By the time I type that in, I'm gonna be like, well, we're done here.
Yeah, you're already spent just looking at the little, like, here's 5 screenshots of the video.
The pictures around
Yeah.
the fucking login.
No,
The mouse hover.
Yeah, exactly. You get the mouse hover and you get like the 5 screenshots of the video, and it's just like, well, that's hot.
Yeah.
No, she looks like she's having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm getting off on the fact that she looks so happy.
Yeah.
I feel like
and
you
then you
had-
get to the 5th one, you've already come and you see she's crying, and you're like, oh well.
Yeah.
The first 4 frames were fine.
Did that pop your chubby extra hard when she was crying? I feel like if you had a
There
pod
was
with
a joke in there that if this was like 2009 would have killed.
But
I'm not going there now. Not
Now,
2020.
no, it's just gonna kill the pod.
Yeah, we'd be done. We'd be
Also,
canceled.
I'm not 17 beers deep. I'm only like 7. So
Well, I was gonna say you're a little bit more.
reserved today. Reserved. Yeah.
You're
I
a little
don't
bit
like
more
it.
present.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just bought fucking challenge coins on the internet while you guys talked about the Raptors. So I don't know. I don't know. how
Is
present
that actually
is.
correct? Is that true?
I don't want to talk about it.
Does that make us enablers?
Yeah.
Is this, are we just
Every time you
enablers?
guys talk about sports, I spend money.
Can I get an amen?
Well, when I'm poor and destitute, I know Tyson will buy my lunches on Fridays. Just like he did when I was poor and destitute years ago.
Hey man, you've always got a free lunch in North Face. That's the thing.
Yeah, when you work. So is that just
gonna
like
be
a
soon. It's gonna be
hey,
soon.
You can
You
come
going
in
back?
whenever I'm working. and
Going
eat,
back.
And then I'm
Shit.
just gonna be going. Oh,
Fuck.
This month,
What's that gonna be like?
damn,
it's
this
gonna be
month.
fucking ridiculous.
You're gonna be like, whoa. Where's the fucking pepperoni?
Do we
Fuck.
have
Decor-
Cajun chicken?
What the fuck?
Fuck!
Yeah, you're just gonna get Cajun chicken, Caesars
Every
and-
fucking day. I guarantee you.
Dude, you're
my
starting
first
in
is probably gonna
pumpkin
be
spice
fucking
season.
you. Oh god.
I'm gonna
You're
call
starting
in
at
so
pumpkin
much
spice
gluten
season.
shit that I can't.
Oh,
have.
his fucking wife already with the fucking chicken clubs. I always. I
So
wanna-
good. So
Dude,
They
I
are
order,
good. They are good.
I get a 10-inch Decker with a side of ranch, and just that's all. That's fucking all I want.
Deck
once-
pepperoni and green pepper.
Yeah, it's a good pie. I once got called out on Reddit.
On Reddit?
Yes, somebody
called you
yes.
out on Reddit? Wow.
It was like
got a
somebody was
spam
asking
person?
cooks what's their what the worst dish is for them to cook. So I think my exact post was I hate making Cajun chicken Caesars, but hey, what do I know? Millions of white girls with leggings can't be wrong.
Awesome.
So this girl who, quote, a white girl with leggings,
Was she wearing a sweater in her fucking profile?
she probably,
Or a scarf?
probably was. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Our
Yeah, no,
friend-
she immediately called me out. She's like, as a white girl who wears leggings, I want to know, why is that so hard? It's a salad and a chicken breast. And I had to explain that it's not, it's more that the dish is a cliche to me now.
Yeah, it's not about making it. It's about having to make it.
It's about when I see you walk in and I'm calling, I'm like, I might as well just start making this now. and then the bill comes up and I go to like the other person there and I'm like, told you.
And you're like just putting the fucking
those
foil
Ugg
lid on,
boots.
and you're fucking closing the edge, and you fucking drop it on the yeah, order
Here you
up,
go. Here you go, bitch.
order up, and she's like, "What the fuck? I haven't even paid." You're like, "You order, fuck it up."
He heard those Ugg boots hit the pavement out of her boyfriend's, out of her boyfriend's lifted 350.
I got really good there, like, because I worked there for so long that people come in and, like, maybe 6 times out of 10, I'm calling that order.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. It's weird.
Fucking life. Of
Like
a
you,
short order.
I walk in and you're like extra gluten.
Don't worry there, Flo. I know what's coming up here. He's gonna have 2 flat tires and a side of bacon.
Well, we get some of those. We get some of those.
You just need to find a little truck stop in dusty fuck offville and
Well, I'm trying to lower my gunt to fucking like normal stomach ratio.
But you know, you just got Katie in the front there. She's got her little apron and her like diner outfit on. She's sitting there smoking a cigarette, pouring coffees for the truckers. You're back there going,
Paper hat.
damn it, I told you, Jed, that we don't do fucking breakfast after 4 p.m. The hell you come in here demanding that shit. You know I'm gonna make it for you, but I want you to stop.
Order up.
You should get one of those ding
I would
things.
hang
For,
out.
I would love to have one of those.
You'd be like,
I'm surprised you
I would love
guys don't have one, to be honest, considering you pick up your own orders.
But Guy Brady would fucking throw that damn thing.
I want to see it. Get
People
one.
would start tapping it, and he would just.
You just tell Brady that I will fuck up his deck if he doesn't let you have a bell.
Well,
No, don't. I'm building his
fucking
deck.
hole in my deck.
He just left a fucking hole right there. He took down the sign that said "Watch your step," and he just left a hole where I walk out of the back of my house. Who is this guy? I was just sitting there going, I don't know, but I wouldn't fuck with him. You should probably let me get a bell.
I'd stop what you're doing. Is what I would do.
Oh, it gets fired so fast.
Man.
Everybody's got that thing that they hate to do at work, eh? So you hate to make the
it's
chicken
everything.
Caesar
I
salads.
hate to make
You hate
Cajun chicken Caesar.
Cajun chicken
specifically.
Caesar salad. So that's what you hate.
It's
so
a cliche,
that's
man.
like your like when you go to work, you're like, fuck. I hope there's no fucking Cajun chicken.
I just
Caesar
know
salad
it's
today."
gonna be like
Yeah.
you get that one early
Yeah,
or a tonquich. Those can go eat a dick too.
I love those though.
They're really good. I love them too, but they can just go eat a dick.
Yeah, okay.
So
All right.
what if I came in, ordered a naked Cajun chicken burger?
What does that mean?
Naked as in just the bun in the burger, with no bun. And it
Sounds like something I'd fucking order.
sounds like something Shannon would probably order.
I would. I
Hold
would
the
say, I
gluten.
would say you're not fooling anybody here, Mister.
And do you guys have pumpkin spice?
Oh, you're
we do
fucking.
not.
I,
Basic.
I fucking love pumpkin spice. I don't give a shit. I've had birthdays where my cake is a pumpkin pie and I'm happy as a pig and plum.
Pumpkin pie is
fucking-
fucking delicious.
Well, you are an October baby.
Shit,
so
yeah, it's the best
It's
month.
delicious,
It's
man.
It should be the 8th month though, but fucking Roman Empire, whatever.
God damn it.
Oct 8. Fuck Julius.
And
Fuck Augustus.
I'm right now that I've said it. I'm searching for gluten-free pumpkin pie.
Probably get that shit.
From
Probably.
Germany
Probably
with your mustard.
pumpkin pie.
Justin, will you shut the fuck up for 2
Yeah,
minutes?
Jesus
So
Christ.
fucking-
What do you hate about your job?
Fuck.
Oh, fuck, you ain't got one.
What the fuck? So what's your
He's a college boy.
No, no.
College boy.
Wheels worked for the
Learnings.
Wheels worked for the tour company, right?
Yeah, until he
I
got
hate-
fired for getting too drunk.
That's not what happened. No.
So what the fuck?
I can see it.
What the fuck did you hate most about that?
I hated
your least favorite thing.
I hated refunding animal tours because they didn't see animals.
Yeah, they can
What?
piss themselves for
That,
sure.
yeah, they would
So
come
would
in
they-
and-
Though if you pay $150 to see fucking animals and you don't,
no.
That's bullshit.
That-
Yeah.
no.
That's
yeah,
bullshit.
because you can go to Africa and see some goddamn lions.
Yeah, well, you
for
didn't.
$20.
You went to Jasper, Alberta, so
Yeah, it's the wilderness.
well, you're not gonna see fucking shit all the time. That's a fucking should be in the
the
disclaimer.
animals aren't here for your fucking entertainment.
That's
Yeah,
like-
but they are in so many other countries that's what people coming here
Yeah,
are
but So they come here like, when do you let the elk out? What time does you guys
Yeah.
fucking put the mountains out?
we
You know,
like-
like,
as much as I hate
fuck
those
off.
people,
Like-
like there's a precedent set in other countries. So when international travelers come here after having spent like 2 weeks in Africa or 2 weeks here, or 2 weeks there, where they go on wildlife tours that are you're driving through a fucking cage of lions.
yeah, no,
You
well,
know, yeah, but that's
Yeah,
what
but
people
that's not-
expect when they pay. That's what people expect when they pay the kind of money they're paying to drive in a bus
Well,
with a bunch of people.
to
for
be
4
fair,
hours.
the fucking tour companies like got fucking pictures of fucking bears and shit all over the
That's
place.
because you know,
And
like
then-
I have seen 5 bears this year, and I don't leave my house.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know,
I've
they
seen
are
I've seen
everywhere,
several
literally.
bears this year too.
this whole
But-
park is
but
lousy with them.
Are you kidding me? People come in like, I don't see any wildlife. I want to. Do you give them a refund?
Yeah, we have to. We don't have a choice.
What?
What?
Yeah, we
Dude,
don't have- we don't
they've
have
got a
choice.
guarantee.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they guarantee you'll see wildlife.
I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, but-
they're wild
What?
animals. We
So
can't.
okay,
We don't
let's-
call them out.
Define wildlife. Fucking bears.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
nightclubs
yeah.
are closed,
So if you
so they can't go 2:30 a.m. tours.
What about sheep? Like, if you see some
So
sheep,
it's a
do you
wildlife
have
out
to?
downtown.
I stopped telling them that they would see wildlife because there were so many people coming in asking for refunds.
That's
I
insane.
still can't believe you talked on the phone for a job for a while.
I did, yeah. It's yeah.
No offense to you.
I know.
I-
It just seems
agree
like a
with-
shitty fucking job. It's something that you're.
I
not-
feel like
I'm
these are the
not
same kind
comfortable
of
on the phone.
fucking incredibly stupid people that asked, when the fuck is the smoke gonna go away? Because I can't see the mountains when there was forest fires
that's
in
happened
BC.
too.
Yeah, I want a refund. I couldn't see the mountains because there's a forest fire a province over.
Or-
well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize
Oh, I'm
a
sorry.
fucking.
People are losing their homes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm
right
sorry. We
now.
ruined your fucking holiday. A fucking one
But-
province away. We control that for sure.
I'm sorry. Let me just dial up the wind
Yeah,
here.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
There was a couple. I saw a
Fucking
couple get
idiots.
out. They're like, this was a few years ago. They got out of an RV. They were obviously like fucking Midwestern states, judged by the accents. And they get out of the RV, parked in front of the bank in the handicap stall, and they're just like, "Air ain't so fresh here." It's mid-August. You're
In the
downtown. You just got
handicap
out of
stall.
a fucking RV in
Yeah.
downtown Jasper. It's nothing but clogged with traffic. Air ain't so fresh here.
Air ain't so
No
fresh here.
fucking shit. Drive 10 minutes in any direction and get out and walk
Fuck,
5
even-
seconds into the woods.
Man, oh man, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we
But, you know-
literally live around an air fryer.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Dude, and you know, like, I'm building fences at the fishbowl. And the last few days have been just absolutely gorgeous autumn days. Like it's chill in the morning, little bit of precipitation overnight. The sun's up by 10 o'clock. It's like 8 degrees. It's and the air smells so fun. And I am in town, by the west end of town, and every morning I'm just like, fuck, it's a beautiful day. Like, and, you know, I appreciate that, and I live here all goddamn year. All you got to do if you come from an urban environment and come here, step outside of your vehicle and walk into the trees and just go, all right, it's worth it.
And then
It's
be like,
instantly worth it.
that's you, fucking Paulin.
Yeah, we
Dude,
had
I
a
don't know
girl at North Face, and it was last summer when it was like super fucking rainy all year or all season, and she's like, "Oh, I feel so bad for like these tourists coming here. I mean, they pay so much money, and it's just rainy." And I'm like, yeah, I don't feel bad for them. She's like, "Oh, but they spend so much money." I'm like, well, yeah, it costs a lot of money to come here, but it's the fucking weather. I
Yeah,
mean,
like,
talk
what
to who are you talking?
It also
God,
costs-
you talking
Yeah.
God? Is that his department?
It also costs a lot of money to live here, and we're getting a
Yeah,
shitty
well-
fucking season for more than the 10
I
days that
love
you're
the rain.
here.
I don't give a shit. The
No,
rain
so
makes
do
me
I,
happy.
but you know what I mean.
The
Like,
rain makes me happy because it makes so many people so upset.
all right, Shirley Manson.
No, if anytime anyone's like, I feel bad for the tourists, I'm like, no, fuck the tourists. It's fucking guys. Just fucking drive around here like idiots. Fucking double park in the middle of the road. Cut you off several times. Run a couple of stop signs because they're idiots. Drive the wrong way down a one-way road, and then they fucking leave town, and then they pick their brain back up at the park gate, and then
I
that's
did
it.
see that today. When I was downtown, I saw somebody going the wrong way on Patricia, and I will say this: it was nice to get a little bit of normal
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I
Nice to see a little bit of normal.
I legitimately drove in front of someone running a stop sign today
Yeah.
because I was just like,
Fuck you.
yeah,
Fuck you.
I'm stopped
Sid
at the
Smith
intersection.
do-gooder. I like it.
I'm on Patricia, like at the fucking our native land there, and I come to a complete stop, and I let the other cars go, and I start going, and there's a lady walking in the crosswalk too, and this guy's just like right
just-
through, and I drive, and he's like, I'm like,
You got a fucking stop sign, you stupid moron.
Were you on the Earls? Was that like?
Yeah, I was in the left lane.
Because when we had Tommy at home from the hospital for 2 weeks, and I'm crossing right there, and dude blows through that stop sign, and he came within like maybe I don't know, my penis, so not very much.
Like wow.
And almost hit Smoke Tommy.
Fuck.
And I was so like, I probably should have chased the guy down and yanked him out of his fucking car, but like he literally drove by and was like looking at his fucking bitch wife fucking while he just blew through the fucking sign almost.
Do a turn, ain't it pretty here?
I wanted to run him down, but he was
Gone, yeah.
he was just gone, and it was like fuck, and I was like, God. So I'm just shit talking like fucking tourists. Fucking.
Exactly.
You know, I love doing that.
No locals just looking around going,
Yeah,
Or you know what? Half the time they're driving fucking 15 kilometers an hour down a 50-kilometer zone, looking for a parking spot.
yeah. Not
So
paying any attention to people.
They got
or
no
fucking
concern
stop
about any
signs
other
or
fucking
anything.
traffic around them. Sometimes they just stop in the middle of the road and they're like, "Is that the building we're looking?" Nope,
But
that's
it's the
not
same
it.
thing. It's
And
the
like,
same
oh,
thing when you
Jesus
get people
Christ.
when you don't stop for them when they're trying to cross and they're not at a crosswalk and they just like you can see them throw their hands up and it's like if I stop for every motherfucker who didn't want to use a crosswalk, I'd never get anywhere in this town.
This is why when I get to a crosswalk and I see like a car is approaching, I angle off, so I like start walking behind them so that they can just fucking take off. Because I'm not doing that. Fuck it. There's a word here that I want to use that I'm not going to use it, but that stupid like little jaunt.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm not gonna hurry up to make your life more convenient.
yeah, no, I'm not.
I'm the
not.
one pounding pavement.
Yeah.
You know what I do when there's people doing that? When like they start to jog across the road, I'm like, I roll down the window and I'm like, "Don't worry, I get paid by the hour." And they're like, "Oh!" And they give me like the wink and the gun, and I give them the wink and the gun, and then they keep going.
And then you're just sitting there going, "You fucking fucks! I'll fucking
Pretty
fuck
much
your
right
fucking
after
life
that, yeah.
up, Fuck.
Right after that, yeah. Well, I don't want them to be like fucking people in Jasper are dicks, but I'm kind of a dick. You know, when that kind of
We're all kind of dicks.
yeah, I'm kind of a dick about tourists. Like I'm like,
So,
whoa. Well, what do you think, guys? Is that the end of the show? Or?
I think it should be because I'm about to get rowdy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
my.
Maybe we should keep it going.
Let's fucking do it, guys! Fucking
yeah, turn it into a tomato.
Whoa. Whoa.
I think maybe. So, I think maybe next week.
What are we gonna do next week?
I think maybe next week I really want to get into spoiler etiquette
Okay.
as we always rag on our glorious leader,
For the spoilers.
and maybe favorite album covers.
Okay.
So if you're out there in podcast land and you're listening to us right now, maybe hit us up with some of your favorite album covers.
That's it.
Favorite album covers.
Favorite album covers.
No spoilers because apparently they don't like that.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert: the best album cover ever was Abbey Road, buddy. So
Spoiler alert: it was Meat Little Bat Out of Hell.
Okay, well, let's get into it next episode.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So
Well,
teaser.
thanks
teaser,
for listening
boys.
to episode 29. I can't believe it's been 29, but episode 29.
29.
Next week is kind of a milestone.
Up so fast.
30 episode 30 next week. So make sure you tune in. We'll be talking favorite album covers and spoiler etiquette and several other things, as you can probably imagine, the fucking shit we'll talk about.
Yeah.
I am at Tin Can Blues. You can find me at Tin Can Blues on Twitter and Instagram at Tin Can Blues. And our website is wheelsbluespodcast.wixsite.com/my site. I know it's just go to the
Spoiler alert: we're not buying a domain.
it's on sale again. I don't know what to do, but anyway, go to the Twitter thing. Follow the link. There you go.
I'm at Eric_83, and this was a pleasant show.
Just a pleasant. What the
fuck happened to us?
Hey, I'm
man.
at Skweeed, SKWEED, and I hate every one of you fucking
Thank
cocksucking
you.
fucksticks.
There it is.
And I can't wait till you all burn in a fiery hell. And I'm talking to my listeners, of course, not the listeners of the podcast, just my particular listeners. You know who you are.
Right.
Your listener. Yeah, my brother.
I think you might singular that. My listener.
and hey,
we don't know.
Out of those
No, no.
14 listens to the last shit show, 10 of those were my listeners.
Wow.
Oh shit. All right. Well,
You can share the floor amongst yourselves however you care. Squabble about it, you peasants. Anyway, thanks for everyone who listens. I don't know why you do, but I appreciate each and every one of you. And also, spoiler alert, not gonna post any Instagram pics.
Fuck.
Bye.
And I am at Mighty Wheels. You can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook page is the Wheels Blues Podcast.
Hashtag Sleepy Cripple.
Hashtag Sleepy Cribble. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
I'll give you 30 hours.
Whatever it is, it's too much. Whatever it is, it's too much. Whatever the 30 hours is, it's way too much.
Don't do creepy
I know.
noises
I know.
with
I
me.
know. I know.
That's
It's your thing.
that's fucked.
It's your thing. I know. It's your thing.
That's fucked.
Oh, I better get more beer. Just
Wow.
No, because I enjoy gluten. What a glutenophobe, eh?
He's a bit of gluten.
This is fucking 2020 and the guy can't accept gluten.
I know.
What a fucking prick. You know,
What a fucking prick. Yeah.
Back in my day,
What the
if
fuck
you
did
didn't
gluten
eat your
ever do to
fucking
you?
bread roll, you got shot in the
You got-
mouth with daddy's dick.
Whoa.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry.
I think getting shot in the mouth with daddy's dick is what might be wrong with you.
there, that should get me through.
Well, I always ate my bread roll.
Doesn't sound like it mattered.
Should get me through the whole show. No gluten.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Fuck.
Is daddy giving it to him in the mouth because he didn't eat his dinner roll? I don't know.
Yeah, no. Okay, this is why you don't have street cred.
Is this
Because your daddy put it in your mouth?
That's not what I said.
Is this
I
because
ate
we
my
all
bread rolls. It doesn't fucking work that way.
is this because we all sat around together and shoved wieners in our mouth hastily before we started the show?
I don't
no,
think
this is
so.
a fucking, you know, it was inappropriate, like everything that comes.
We did it together, guys.
We did do
Now,
it together.
now it's just weird.
We
I
did
don't
it.
feel- I no longer.
Daniels,
We-
you're not part of this anymore.
We looked each
Eric.
other in the eyes,
Eric.
and we did it together.
We did do it together. We put long sausages in our mouths and looked each other in the eyes.
You know, we put various substances on the end of them before we
There
put them in
was-
our mouth,
there was-
and
we lathered them up really well.
did.
I
This
did.
is the most boring conversation I've ever been a part of.
sorry, rape. Is that better?
Toss some kids in there.
Hey, there's two fathers on this show.
Not your kids.
What are we? What,
See, he gets it.
what are we cooking,
He
children?
gets it.
He knows.
Jesus
Dude,
fucking
okay.
Christ!
Dude, okay, do you guys remember when I showed you all that like rotisserie porn?
Yes.